guys, welcome to our new reading. This reading is all about what is your person feeling for you, okay? So as usual, we have our 3 piles. We have the house 9, spiritual growth. So please choose the card that you're most drawn to. We have the house 1, individuality, self-image and approach to life. And then we have a Neptunian energy. This came out dream and transcend as pile 3. So please choose the cards that you're most drawn to. Please don't mind these little things on my table. I have a dog, so there's, you know, a lot of times you see this on my table. So I hope you don't mind, guys. If you're here for the first time, please sign up to our beautiful channel and I see you at your piles. The timestamps are always in the description box, okay? See you guys, take care, bye. Hello, my pile 1. So you chose the house 9. The house 9 usually stands for spiritual growth, for ethics, for life philosophies, for, you know, it's the house of the explorer. The house of the traveler. Yeah, we're talking about Sagittarius energy. You could have this in your chart, or your person could be a Sagittarius, or they could have that strong in their chart. I feel that you guys come from different cultures, different countries, okay? Definitely long distance connection here. Either this is a relationship or a connection, but you definitely are not living together. You guys are in some kind of bond where you have to overcome distance. Yeah, that's what I see. That's when house 9 comes out. It's distance. It's like you guys could be distant from your mindset, but I rather feel it's distance in because it's the house of the travel. It's distance in altitude, you know, like in traveling. I definitely think that you guys come from different countries, and that's why yeah, you cannot really meet each other, right? So let's see how your person is feeling, but we're gonna see more if we look into the cards. So let's see, how is your person feeling? So we're getting beautiful cards. Yeah, wow, first card coming out, the world card, guys. You definitely communicate via the universe. You definitely are separated by the world. That means by distance. Yeah, definitely. When I see this here and I see this card, both of you are in a very rapid growth, because this card also means that both of you are growing so fast in your spirituality. You can't, it's like you blink and then you know, you are already a step closer in your spiritual journey. So this is a very awesome card to get. So this connection is growing, guys, okay? Behind the scenes, maybe. Yeah, maybe what you don't see. Maybe there's no communication at the moment. Maybe nothing is going on. But what we definitely feel here is that this connection is definitely growing. You guys are communicating over the internet. You guys are growing spiritually. Wow, look at how all these wands are flying. That's your communication. That's your communication is flying. Let's get more cards. The 5 of Pentacles, yes, there's this missing out on each other, you know. You guys are each other's church. What does that mean? Well, that means that you definitely have a spiritual connection with the house 9 that you chose as present energy. It's definitely a spiritual connection, and you see how this window here you know, is glowing. So this is kind of like the meeting point that you know, is, you see how this beautiful window is glowing in all different colors. Now this is basically your meeting place. In the 5 of Pentacles, in this card, usually this is the church, right? This is your religion, this is your ethics, this is your bond. So what keeps growing behind the scenes is your bond. Your bond grows, your spiritual connection grows, your spirituality grows. Yeah, there's a lot of growth here. That's why I have to say that word all the time. But You know, this card overall means that you cannot really be a lot of times in that church, in your meeting place. Yeah, it's kind of like you don't have much time together and you're missing out on that. And both of you are very sad about this, and I feel your person as well, because we're talking about, we wanted to know how is he feeling. Well, he misses you, right? He misses you. He wants to be with you in that church. He wants to be with you in that meeting place. He wants to spend time with you. He wants to communicate more with you. This is all about, I want to see you, I want to travel towards you, because the house 9 is also, you know, the open mind, the adventure, the physical and mental plane. Yeah, so it's about mentally, you're totally connected, pile 1, but this person is missing you physically. Yeah, so I don't know if this is your divine feminine or your divine masculine. It could be that either or, it doesn't matter here, you know, but your person misses you. So let's see the third card, Knight of Pentacles. Yes, you see how this person is like physically, because the Knight of Pentacles speaks about 3D. This speaks about the universe. We see that here. Yeah, we see the universe, the outer space, the communication via your spirituality. Then we see your meeting place in the 3D. This could be the internet. This could be a place where you guys meet. This could be, yeah, your place basically. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which speaks of the movement in 3D. And what we see here is that this movement in 3D is on hold because, you know, nothing is really happening. So there could definitely be a break, because this knight is not on his horse. He's not riding, right? So there could be a break in the 3D. There could be something that has still to manifest. You know, a lot of times this is about your spirituality and your feelings towards each other. So you want to manifest this in, you know, in 3D. But at the moment, it's like this whole connection in 3D is on hold. Maybe because of the career, because you look at, as he is sitting down and he's looking at this 1 pentacle. Also, this 1 pentacle means going into a relationship. So this person is holding this connection very dear to their heart. You know, he's looking at this, he's valuing it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have it in his hand. So it's kind of like he looks at it, he values it. It's the most precious thing that he has. But at the moment, he's not riding towards it or with the pentacle, you know, it's on hold. So there's something here in 3D that still has to manifest. So I definitely do think that your person is coming towards you, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So it's a very, like very slow moving journey. I mean, you have the house 9. Yeah, the house 9 talks about long journeys as well. It talks about traveling. It talks about keeping an open mind. Yeah, and it also speaks about keeping in mind that some spiritual journeys, you know, they cannot be manifested within the blink of an eye. Sometimes it takes like a long time for them to manifest into the 3D, and that's what I think here is happening. This is definitely a spiritual connection, pile 1, where you guys are very fond of each other, where you guys are very bound to each other, but in the 3D it's like not really moving forward. Yeah, so how is your person feeling? Well, we said it before, you know, they're missing you, they're feeling alone, they're feeling as if they want to manifest this quickly, but at the moment it's not happening because of maybe also another wish of the divine counterpart of the masculine that he is manifesting at the moment. So he could manifest something in his career at the moment. So that's why this spiritual journey is on hold. Okay, but your person feels the same as you, because we have 2 people here. We have 2 people in that church or in front of the church. It's almost as if the doors are still locked to the church. Why? Because there's something else that has to be manifested first. This could be on your end, this could be on your masculine's end, okay? But they're working on that. This tells me they're working on it in 3D, but it takes time. Yeah, so patience is required, Pile 1. But your person will make a move on you. I see that here. It's just that it takes time. But everything else, there's a lot of spiritual growth happening here in this connection, okay? So that's all what I'm having. I hope you like this reading. Take care and I see you again. Bye. So, hello Pile 2. You chose house 1. Individuality, self-image and approach to life. How is your person feeling? Well, house 1 is all about the sense of self. And the sense of how you project yourself into this life, how you see things, self-image, the first impression. So I do sense here there's something where they're trying to remain their self-image. There's something here where this person maybe has stopped contact because there's something with their sense of self-image here. Let's see what it says. It could be that in your connection, it's very important to remain the sense of self. It could be that it's either or. Either you guys are very merging into each other so that kind of the sense of self gets lost, that you guys are not two different people anymore, but you're just one union. And in a relationship, this could be very beautiful, but there's also dangers about this, yeah? Or it could be the other way around, that you guys are completely strict parting your your individual personalities, but in order to feel each other, you need to come more together. Like your sense of self is too strong inside of this union that you're having, yeah? So we're going to look into this. This is could be for people in a relationship. This could be for those of you who are in a spiritual connection. It could be for both of you, yeah? Because it could apply to both of these connections. So first card out is the 5 of Cups. That's what I'm saying, yeah? We see here the drowning and the cups that are drowning with him, and then we still see the two selves of you that are still standing. That means, you know, even if this connection at the moment is not visibly there, maybe you guys have a spiritual connection and your relationship is not there. What you're not seeing is that you have a relationship. It's there, yeah, but it's kind of a spiritual bond that can only be seen with the eyes of spirit. So it's kind of like, this is one of these readings where you are in some kind of connection, but you're two individuals, you know, that live your life. You live your life, you're separated, you're not together in a relationship, what I think. Please take it as it resonates, but that's what's coming through. And sometimes it's really hard to see that, yeah? And this is the house 1 is all about seeing things. And, you know, this is also how your position is in the world, how you stand in the world. And see, this coming out within this relationship, this means that you see yourself in this connection, but you can't really see the connection because you know, it's not there. It's just a connection. So a lot of people drown because of that, because they, you know, at the end of the day, you're coming home, you're alone. There is no one. But the spiritual connection is still there for those of you who are in separation, or for those of you who have never met their other half. The spiritual connection is there. You cannot deny it. But for other people, it's not visible. Yeah? And also for you, a lot of times it's not visible because we are 3D human beings, you know, we walk around, and if there's not a person on our side, we're single. We're not in a relationship, right? So this in between, like connections, spiritual connections are kind of like in between these things. And how do you define that? It's about a definition. How do you define that? What do you say? I said this in one of my other readings, you know, what do you say to people? Like if they ask you, like, are you single? And basically you're single because there's no one there. There's no one on your side in 3D. You don't share, you know, a relationship with someone. But you're also, technically speaking, you're not free, because you are committed to someone in 5D. So it's kind of like it's in a, almost like a twilight zone, I would say. And here, this twilight zone really, you have problems with that, right, pile 2. Yeah, because, you know, this is the 9 of Wands. Both of you are sitting on your throne. You're manifesting your wishes one by one. You know, those cups are the things that you have, that you can present. Yeah, he's sitting there and he can say, this is my car, this is my house, I don't know, you know, whatever you have. Those are the things that you manifested into reality, that you worked hard on. What you cannot say is, this is my relationship, right? So this is how he's feeling. He's not seeing. It's kind of like, what is this? Is this like kind of a sense of, I don't understand this. I want to have a relationship. You know, I want to have something tangible, and not only something that I only dream of or that I imagine. Yeah, the house 1, this is about the sense of self. I want to show that. I want to have that. I want to, you know, I want to touch it. And with spiritual connections, that's why it's depicted as cups. It's not tangible. It's not there. It's not 3D like. Yeah. And that's why they feel you. They dream of you. You are their wish fulfillment. They, you know, they feel this connection with all these cups here. Also, you guys are very connected on a psychic level, but there's no reality here. So they have problems with that. Yeah. Your person, how are they feeling? Well, they have problems. I just see this card. No. This one wants to come out. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so this is the quest to walk away from what I manifested in order to go into the tangible realm. Everything what you see here are cups. That means you guys are very much connected on a spiritual level. You feel each other, you're psychically connected, you're telepathically connected. You might dream of each other, but you feel each other in your feelings. It's like you're almost connected. You're always connected within each other, but there's no 3D thing here. Yeah. And this is what your person has a problem with. Like, all what we see here is the divine counterpart, the divine masculine, being on their own, having a sense of self, knowing this connection is kind of real. But in reality, in house 1, there's nothing. So they're having a problem with, what is this now? Am I single? Am I with someone? What is this? How do I define it? Because the masculine always needs a definition to that. We feminines are okay if it's twilight, you know, we're fine. A lot of the feminines, because that's what we work with, you know, that's what we have to work with. Divine feminines, when they are a bridge to the universe and we are kind of like working on ourselves, or most of us do have this and we're okay with that, yeah, because a divine feminine is more bound into the 5D, so we don't have this sense of self so strongly implemented in us like the divine masculine. But the masculine here is like really struggling with a definition. Like, what is this? What should I say to my friends? What, like, do I have someone or not? Yeah. So for them, it's very hard on this path, like walking on this path, because, you know, they want to see what they have. They want to see the connection. They want to see it in reality. They want to have you. They're not okay with this, because those are just cups energy. Cups energy is feelings. This is just feelings. They're overwhelmed with their feelings, yeah, but they want something tangible. So this person here is very much feeling you, pile 2, but they're struggling with the idea of this spiritual connection. They're trying to make sense of it, and I feel Spirit is like guiding them. Yeah, this last card here tells me that Spirit is guiding them on the path towards a manifestation into 3D. Yeah, so we do have a beautiful connection here between the two of you, but it's just a connection. That's what it is. There's no relationship really. Yeah, and the masculine, they feel you. They see how real it is, but at the same time it's not real. So they're like struggling with this twilight. Yeah, that's what I can tell you, pile 2. So there needs a lot more guidance from Spirit. There needs a lot more coming together at this point, trying to manifest little by little into reality until they find you and they can be with you. Yeah. So here, a lot of patience. Again, we have all these piles have something to do with patience. Yeah, it's very interesting. So that's all what I'm having, pile 2. I hope you like this reading. Take care, and I see you again. Bye. Hello, my pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Neptunian energy. Neptune is the ruler of the 12th house. This is the house everyone has a lot of respect because not everyone can, you know, be a ruler of this house. Like a Neptunian energy, this is the energy of dreams. This is the energy of empathy, of surrender, inspiration. Neptune is a doorway to higher dimensions. Yeah, if you have strong Neptune in your chart, Neptune energy, 12th house energy, then you have a wonderful connection to the universe. You are able to have a gift to communicate with the universe. Yeah. So this is very important. It's kind of like you can transcend, you can basically jump from the from reality to the other side, yeah, where Neptune is basically the in-between, and there's a strong bond here, very strong connection that you have with your person, through spirit guides, through the universe, a very wonderful 5D communication. So this is a very wonderful connection that you have here with your person, spiritual nature. Yeah, so let's see what is coming through here. Let's see what Spirit is saying. First card out, yeah, the Magician. I told you, the Magician is this this working together. I had this on my other channel, on the Twin Flame channel, so please go there. If you have this spiritual bond with your person, please go there. It's called Famous Twin Flame Guidance. Look that up, go there. This is my other channel for Twin Flames who are also celebrities. And a Magician came out in this reading to understand how the Divine Feminine and how the Divine Masculine work together in 5D. And it's kind of like you manifest through the masculine working in the 3D, manifesting in the 3D, and the feminine working in the 5D. And so this is how the Magician comes about. This is how you manifest into reality. So it basically means that you have this wonderful transcendent connection, the Neptunian connection. Your connection is not manifested into 3D yet, okay? So all of you who are here on pile 3, you don't have a relationship with your person yet. You have not met them yet, okay? So it could be that you're only dreaming of them, or you know already who your spiritual person is. And I just see an orb flying around. Did you see that? That's crazy. I was just coming here. I don't know if you see that. You will if you look at it again in this video. Yeah, I just saw that through the camera because I'm looking over the camera as well. So yeah, that's another sign, guys. Yup, just came from the other side. Six of Swords, movement. Yeah, you can move between spaces here. As a divine feminine, you have strong power. So how is your person feeling? They're feeling this magician energy. They're also feeling this bond that you guys have. They also feel that there is someone, like if they don't know who you are, they're feeling that there is someone helping them manifesting in the 3D. They feel that there is someone, they might dream of you. And it depends, do they know you or not? You guys are communicating. This is the communication also via spirit. This is the spiritual communication, the mind communication, because this is a mind card, the Six of Swords. Yeah, and I just said when the orb came, this card also came out. So you definitely have a spiritual communication going on via the 12th house with your person, because you might have either a strong Neptune in your chart or your 12th house between the two of you is very connected. Yeah, very beautiful. So they feel that communication. They feel that communication. So what else? Yeah, see, it's all in the mind. Seven of Swords. This is interesting. There's progression there. But, you know, when it comes to the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like this feeling of the Magician and the Sword here. A lot of times the Seven of Swords is a card that hurts. You see how these swords are here, they're still standing, but this guy is taking other swords. So what do I see in this card? I do see in that card that Spirit didn't take your two swords at the moment. You know, they're manifesting other things. They're manifesting other things within your journey, but not the two of you in a relationship here. You see that how these two swords are still standing, they're on the path. So it's like you guys are still there, you're walking side by side, but the relationship, the manifestation of that into 3D is not happening. So pile 3, you definitely never have touched your person. You definitely never have had a relationship with that person. If you do have, this is not your pile. This is someone that is dreaming of their person. This is pile 3. This is someone that you have not met yet. You might know who they are. They might know who you are, but you have not met in 3D in this life, okay? I definitely do think that you guys both are incarnated, because that tells me this Six of Swords, you know, the movement to incarnation. So you definitely have incarnated, but it's almost as if you're the last two swords on the path. Like Spirit has not manifested it yet into reality. So you might dream of each other, you might know each other, but it's not there yet. So how is your person feeling? Well, they feel all that, what you feel. It's kind of mirroring. That's what I'm seeing. But they also feel betrayed. Yeah, this is the card of betrayal as well. It's like they feel betrayed. Like, why are you manifesting all the other things, but not my relationship? It could also be that you feel betrayed, Divine Feminine. Yeah. Why is that? I don't know. There could be so many different scenarios why your connection hasn't manifested yet. Maybe it's not time yet. Maybe there's something that has to be worked on. Maybe something else has to be manifested first, because we have the Magician here. And you see how the Magician manifests all different kind of things, because he has four swords, right? He has the sword, he has the cup, he has the wand, and he has the pentacle. And in order for it to move into 3D here to the pentacle, you see how it goes a long path from the sword to the cup to the wand to the pentacle. This is how I see it. At the moment, it's just sword. You are at the beginning of your journey together. So this is someone that you first recently met or saw, and you recognized them. Could be a crush, yeah, where you recognize them and you're saying, oh my gosh, you know, I know that person from a past life. I've seen them. Could be a celebrity crush as well. Yes, because that's how we notice our counterparts. If they are famous, we notice them by seeing, by feeling this bond through our Neptunian energy. So I definitely feel this is a very young connection, like recently. not even over a year. Very recent connection where, yeah, confirmation, where you guys need to walk, yeah. And for either one of you, either for you or for your person, it could feel like why is that happening? Maybe your person sees you in dreams and they also feel they want to meet you, but it's not happening. So they're feeling betrayed by life as well. They're like who's this woman that I'm dreaming of all the time? I want to meet her. I want to see her, like give her to me. And it's not happening, yeah? So this could be how they feel it or how they see it. Or if they know you, they also know that there's a long path, there's a long way. And all what you have at the moment is this communication, this telepathic communication, the communication, that's all what you got. Okay, pile 3. So this is a long way, but you do have a wonderful telepathic communication. Like this is for real, a bond that you're having here. Yeah, but it takes a while. You guys have to walk the path how Spirit is telling you. Okay, so this is all what I'm having, guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope it resonates for some of you, and I see you again in the next reading. Please sign up if you're new here. Okay, take care. Bye.